Ketu in the 12th house. Guys, this Ketu in the 12th house video, man, this has taught me about Ketu in the 12th house. I have had to do so much of letting go that I have truly tapped into the energy of Ketu in the 12th house video. And I was actually also, not really sure if I could tap into this energy properly because there was a way that I wanted to do it. And then I finally realized, okay, this Ketu in the 12th house, you have to learn to let go. It's not going to happen in the way that you want it to. It's going to have to happen in the Rahu in the 6th house kind of practical way of you needing to go ahead and make this video and complete your series of Ketu and Rahu through the houses. And so here I am to talk to you guys about Ketu in the 12th house. Guys, this is a placement where you would imagine that Ketu in the 12th house should work in an awesome fashion. Why? Because Ketu is a moksha karaka, 12th house is the house of moksha, so Ketu in the 12th house should work like magic. That's not really what happens. There's a reason for that. See, Ketu is your security paradigm. Wherever Ketu is, that's what your security paradigms are. That's what your soul has become the most comfortable with through many lifetimes. That's the spiritual perspective that we're taking towards it. Okay? Could be a lot of reasons for it. Maybe you're just born into a certain family lineage where you could have had those values. Maybe that particular, the set of values that you have evolved out of resisting what people normally have in your family. That can be the case as well. For example, let's say Ketu in the 10th house. Your security paradigms are status, job, work, stability. Even though that's not what's going to fulfill you, but that's what your security paradigms are. Okay? It could be that this is something which was ingrained in you as a result of the family that you were born into. Okay? In the same way, Ketu in the 9th house, your security paradigms are having teachers, having coaches, respecting teachers and coaches, right? Respecting elders, teaching your own way, relying on textbooks, relying on philosophy and teachers, structured way of learning, higher learning. That's what your security paradigm is. That's not what is really going to fulfill you. What's going to fulfill you is Rahu opposited. So if you have Ketu in the 9th, Rahu is going to be in the 3rd, which is experience, effort. And in the same way, when you have Ketu in the 12th house, your security paradigms are taking a laid back approach, letting things go, moving on, spending extra for something that you want. Quite often, Ketu in 12th house people can splurge like anything. They can indulge quite often also like anything. They can be slow-moving people as well. Until this Rahu in 6th house starts giving you problems. It starts hitting you with problems, with difficulties, with debt. And then that transforms you. They're like, oh God, I got to take care of this. And so when you start engaging in those things, quite often what can happen is that you can start overcompensating. This is why I have made these videos separately for the axis. If you go and watch my Rahu in 6th house video, you will understand that that is a different part of the axis from Rahu's perspective that we're taking. This Ketu in 12th house video is from the Ketu's perspective that we're taking because Ketu is also doing something. Your security paradigms are also there for a reason. When you have Rahu in the 6th, you can grow up scared, you can grow up fearful, you can grow up unsure and unable, in fact, quite often of doing the necessary work. That can be the case. But if you spend too much energy in the direction of Rahu as well, this Ketu is going to kick in. Why? Because it's important for you. It's a part of what you're here to learn. And so quite often what happens is that I have seen people with Ketu in the 12th house, they are great people who don't really have one idea of spirituality. They don't conform to just one idea of religion. They're very open-minded, all-encompassing, all-accepting type of individuals. But the shadow side of this Ketu in 12th house can quite often be that they're just quick to let go of things. They can be careless with things. They can rely on their intuition too much, not read the fine print, ignore the fine print, and then that costs them later. If you want to use this in the right way, this Ketu in the 12th can be used in the perfect way by building a meditation routine. And quite often you will see that people with Ketu in the 12th can be very resistant to meditation. They understand it, they know it, they get it, they want to do it, but they can resist it. They don't want to rely too much on things that they cannot understand, that they cannot really comprehend properly. Even though they naturally have it within them. It's probably because they're scared that if this exists, then what is the validity of all of the effort and the work and the practicality and the showing up and all of the things that I need to do? Because with Rahu in the 6th, there is always this tendency to game the system. You have deadlines that you need to follow, you have routines that you need to follow, you have responsibilities that you need to show up for. And so you try to take advantage of Ketu in the 12th house and see if mantras can make your debts go away, if mantras can give you promotions, if spending time in a yoga retreat can actually bring some abundant luck into your life. That's not what this Ketu is really going to help you with. Ketu in the 12th house is the energy where this lifetime, invariably, you're going to have to, you are here to understand the true meaning and essence of surrender, of spirituality, of letting go. And quite often it's going to come into your life in the form of a lot of shocks. Ketu in the 12th house can show hospitalizations. Ketu in the 12th house can show losses. Ketu in the 12th house can show, leaving relationships and friendships and letting go. Why? Because that is meant to prepare you. This letting go that happens in your life, throughout your life, in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes big letting go, sometimes small letting go, sometimes the big things, small things. It's preparing you finally to be able to understand all of material existence. It's not inconsequential, it's futile. At the end of the day, Ketu in 12th house is going to teach you this, that, dude, all of this is important. You have to do that. You have to learn to master it. You can build a fittest body. You can build, a great portfolio, for investments, etc., and everything. You can crack competitions. You can subdue the opposition. But no matter what you do, you're not going to live forever. No matter what you do, it's not going to last forever. No matter what you do, you cannot even stay disconnected forever because you need society. And so this can be a very difficult placement. In fact, I don't know, if you watch this entire series, if you've been following it, a lot of these placements, people, I think, just speak from a perspective of, oh, Ketu should do well in the 12th. Why? Because Ketu Moksha Karaka, 12th house Moksha, it should do very well. Not necessarily the case. Ketu in 12th house can give you the most struggles, in fact, in trying to make sense of spirituality, not being able to understand why things don't happen easily with you. Not being able to understand, sometimes being just so unconscious with respect to life, relying too much, let's say, on what you cannot see, what is not tangible. Ketu and 12th house people can be quite driven by ideas of how things are meant to be. You ask them, why did you do this? Like, why did you make that investment? I thought that it would be good. What do you mean you thought? I felt it. What do you mean you felt? That's not how you make investments. And then they're not going to be able to reply to you because Ketu in 12th house has a very strong intuition. You have a very strong intuition. It's just that you cannot actively rely on that intuition all the time because you have to build Rahu in 6th house attributes. That's what your soul is here to do. With Rahu in 6th house, right opposite this Ketu, your soul is here to resolve past life karma. Because 6th house is karmic debts from previous lifetime. You got Rahu there. You're here to finish it off. You're here to resolve it. You're probably going to accrue some of it as well in the process, but you cannot accrue from the past in the present. But you are here to let go, resolve that. You're here to understand that life is always going to be struggle in some way, shape, or form. Life is always going to come with its, ups and downs. True peace, true peace is only in moksha. True peace is only in nirvana. Because the cause of all suffering is going to be desire. That's Buddha, by the way. It is. So perfectionism is not something which is really going to, give you that much satisfaction. You are meant to, but that perfectionism needs to come with a healthy dose. With this Ketu in the 12th, your natural instincts, what you naturally understand, what you naturally are supposed to mature into, is a wise person. After 48, this Ketu is going to work like magic. Do check out the video that I have made for Ketu Mahadasha as well through the houses. Check out both parts. The first part didn't have a great audio, but do check that out as well. It is going to help you understand. But after the age of 48, this Ketu, it's going to turn you around. It's going to turn your life around. However, if you've not been working with this Ketu in a constructive fashion, and 48 is probably going to bring forth a lot of difficult experiences that are 12th house related. Could be hospitalizations, could be settling in foreign lands, could be, I don't want to scare you, but I can't help it. That's what happens. If you're going with the flow of life too much, when there are responsibilities that you need to take care of, if you are making a lot of decisions on the basis of how you feel without reading the fine print, those kind of things are going to happen. Hospitalizations can happen, imprisonment, etc., being stuck in foreign lands. These things can happen. A lot of expenses. These things can take place, right? But let's say you are working with this energy in a structured manner with Rahu in the 6th. You are understanding, okay, I have these natural tendencies. Let me work in a structured way to develop them. Let me attend meditation workshops. Let me just, take a few classes and understand Ayurveda, my body type, understand Reiki, understand chakras, understand Vedic astrology. Let me do all of that. And when you do that in a structured manner, by the time that you reach 48, you're already so advanced that this Ketu is going to bless you like crazy. You are, going to be able to, explore foreign lands. You're going to be able to enjoy all the indulgences. You're going to be able to sit back and just chill and enjoy life. That's the gift that this Ketu in the 12th wants to give you. But for you to enjoy that gift, it is going to first make you work with the Rahu in 6th. Okay? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here, and push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. If you want a personal session with me, or check out my holistic life coaching program, my personal holistic life coaching program, or if you want to apply for a seat in my Vedic astrology course, it's actually Astro Life Practitioner program. Okay, where we combine concepts of Vedic astrology and the Vedas with NLP, with CBT, and with other modern life coaching techniques to build a nice skill set with which you can actually counsel people and help people across different cultures, across different languages, across the world. Okay, so I guess I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care. Hari Om.